Hi, Tanner. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. My name's Renee. I'm going to be interviewing you today for the marketing sales position.
Okay.
I just want you to know that I'll be taking notes. So if I look down randomly, I'm just scribbling some stuff down. Thank you for taking the time to chat with me today about the position. Uh,
Thanks for having me here.
just so you know, this will take about 15 minutes of your day just to get to know you and a little bit about how you'll be suited for the position.
Okay.
A little bit about what we're looking for. We're looking for a marketing professional. The purpose of this position is to visit our current or future clients and business partners and establish and maintain excellent communication and relationships while building strong ties with them.
Awesome. Sounds good.
We're going to break up the interview into questions. So the first questions are going to be a little bit about yourself. Could you please tell me what it is about sales that interests you?
So, long story short, in college, I started out as a chemistry major, and I was enjoying the science and everything. But when I wanted to get out in the real world, I wanted to find a job where I worked with people. I really like people, and so I figured the best thing to do is switch over to communications, and then go into a career where I work with people. And one of the easiest or best places to do that is in sales. And so I want to be able to go out and build those customer relationships and be able to understand and help them achieve their needs. So what interests me in sales is working with others and being able to help them achieve their
Great. What applicable experience do you have for sales and marketing?
So for sales, I have been a sales associate at JCPenney. I sold men's apparel and shoes for everybody. I've also been a boarding technician for a dog boarding place where I kind of had to deal with the customers as they brought in their animals and everything. Also, in my academic life, I guess, I have a lot of marketing experience. I have been a SGA, Senator for the Arts and Sciences College, is also the director of non-traditional students. And one big thing that we marketed that I really take pride on is we marketed a campaign of mental health awareness for Texas Tech student body. So we got on social medias and lobbied in the free speech area and kind of notified students that mental health is an issue going around and it is a serious deal, and Texas Tech does provide help to aid with these issues.
Great. That's awesome. That sounds like good experience.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
What can you do better for us than other candidates who might be applying for this job? What sets you apart?
So I feel for me, I have a lot of leadership capabilities that can help kind of put me over the edge. I have a lot of experience with managing others and marketing and leading teams, campaigns and everything else. I've done that with my fraternity. I've done that with student government at Texas Tech. And the leadership, and then I'm just a go getter. I will set my mind and be determined to do something, and I will achieve it.
Awesome. That's a good answer. So I want to ask you a little bit more about what you feel like your strengths and weaknesses are.
Okay. I feel my greatest strength, I guess, would be to. I'm really good at reading people. Like I said, I'm a people person. I know how to handle all different types of situations and basically know how to handle people. There's not one way to do things.
What about your weaknesses?
One of my biggest weaknesses, I would say, is mm, 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 mm. sometimes I can't be too strict with people. I am a very I hear everybody's side on things, and I relate to where they're coming from on things too much. So sometimes I might take excuses or other things a little less than I should be.
Gotcha. Sorry if the background noise is too loud.
No, you're okay.
How will your greatest strength help you perform with this position?
I think
You
it'll
said you're
help me perform here because being in sales, it is a lot of customer service. It is building those relationships, and everybody's different. And you have to know how to read that person and understand what they really want to get out of it. And then once you pinpoint that, you're really able to get in and make that sale there.
nice. So if I were to go to your current job and ask, or to your fraternity brothers, ask them how they would describe, did I say that wrong? Fraternity. How would they describe you to me?
So they would describe me as a leader, but not in the sense of standing up and bossing everyone around and kind of taking control of everything. I like to sit back and hear everyone that's a part of the group. I like to hear all of the ideas flowing in from everywhere and kind of take mental notes and make that final decision there at the end. So I guess they would describe me as a leader, but more in the sense of being patient and problem solving rather than taking charge.
Gotcha. Nice. Um, with whom is it that you compare yourself to? Do you have like a role model or someone that you try to be like or think you are like?
So my dad, honestly, family, the cliche, parent, whatever, but my dad is in the field of sales, and he has been very successful, and he is a people person, and we'll go to anywhere to town. We'll go out to eat. We'll do anything else. He sees at least 5 people that he knows and that really like him, and he has friends everywhere. And that's what I really strive to be like. I want to be able to build these relationships up through work to where it takes it more than work, and where people can see you out and or respect you and like you and want to be your friend rather than just some person that you do business with.
Cool. That's nice. You should tell them. What are your long-term goals?
So my long-term goals, I like to be a leader, obviously. So I strive to work to get to the top. I guess eventually I would like to have some executive sales position, but I just my dream job is just to constantly be working with others. I don't want to be that person that sits in front of a telephone or a computer for 8 hours a day. I want to get out and build those relationships and everything else.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna bounce and skip a couple of these questions. I'm gonna bounce to the company related questions.
Okay.
So I like what you said about building relationships with others, because having great relationships with clients is one of the most important functions of the sales department in our company. So how would you describe your relationship with customers?
I would describe them to be very positive relationships. Back working at the boarding company, it was a very small, not small, but it's a small town, so it's a smaller client list than your bigger places. And so I would see a lot of familiar faces. And once again, it wasn't just about the work. It was we were friends. We would talk more than just a, hi, how are you, and then let's get the business done and everything else. I really like to build that interpersonal relationship. I like to cut into people and understand who they really are and what their motives are and work off of that.
Cool. What strategies do you use to communicate appropriately with customers?
So my biggest strategy is probably to sit back and listen. I don't take that sales approach where I'm just pounding you with all the information, trying to convince you to buy whatever. I want to sit back and I want to listen to why you're here and what you need, and then I work off of that. And so I guess listening and making decisions off of that will be how I
Gotcha.
do it.
Some of the positions or some of the job duties that you will have with our company require you to meet sales objectives. Some of these objectives involve sales calls that require you to initiate a relationship with the customer by following up on sales leads.
Yes.
How comfortable would you be meeting these sales goals?
I'm very comfortable. Like I said, back with my personality and everything, I once I set my mind to something and I'm determined to do it, then I will do everything in my power to achieve that. And so sales goals it just gives me that drive to just even go up and beyond the goal that is there. But it definitely gives me something to work for and motivates me to do well.
Nice, good answer. Would you be comfortable making sales calls to leads?
Yes, I would. I would. I did say I didn't want to be in front of a phone for 8 hours a day. That doesn't mean I'm not willing to do it for 7 hours a day. As long as I'm sitting there building those relationships with people and everything else, then I'm very confident.
Yeah, I had that thought when I was asked, when you said that, I was like, I hope that's not a turnoff. Okay, so I'm going to kind of put you in a position where you are taking a sales call following a lead. How would you initiate a phone conversation with someone you've never met that's a lead and you're trying to earn their service?
So once again, I want to sit back and listen. So I would start the phone call and I would inform them of who I am and who I represent. And I would tell them a little bit about what we do, but then I wouldn't force any of our products or anything on. I would then ask them what they need or what they are looking to get out of it. And from there, I would analyze what part of our product would be best for them. And I would talk to them about that product from there.
Gotcha. Okay, a little bit more about our company. One way our company competes with the competition in the market is by asking for direct feedback from our employees. Would you be comfortable with providing critical feedback to your sales manager?
Yes, I would. Being in a leadership position, that you learn that there's always room to grow, and having your team support you and everything is a big part of that. And then being able to come to you and talk to you about things is a big part of that. So I would be comfortable with providing both positive and negative feedback to a potential salesman.
So, what if the feedback was negative? How would you, do you feel like you would approach commentary differently? I guess is what I'm trying to say. Do you understand?
Yes, positive feedback. I would not boast it in front of others, but I would show them support for them in front of the rest of the team. Like I said, back with my leadership, I do tend to hear people's sides of things, and so I wouldn't want to give negative feedback. I would want to sit down with them one-on-one and kind of discuss what I think are the issues at hand and see if we can resolve it interpersonally before taking it to the field.
Nice. So we just have a couple of minutes left, and I skipped over some questions that I would like to return to since we have time to answer them. Is that okay with you?
Okay, that sounds great to me.
So before I asked you what your long-term career goals were, can you please tell me what your dream job is?
So my dream job would be going and doing extravagant things with others, consulting with help people, having my executive role to where what I do is I take out clients and I really build that interpersonal relationship to where it's not just doing business with them, but like we are a group, we are more family. I would want to keep these relationships, whether it's through going to dinner or going to Top Golf, taking them on hunting trips, whatever else.
Yeah, that
Really,
sounds like a really awesome dream job. Sorry to cut you off, but our time is running short. I appreciate your time. Thank you for meeting with me today.
thank you so much, Renee. I look forward to hearing from you.
Nice to meet you, Tanner.